let's have a look at doing some demos. So for that, I will use here inside Microsoft Teams my OrchestratorBot instance. So if you use Microsoft Teams, as I explained, you will see OrchestratorBot available as an add-in, and that means you can just install it as a secure add-in from the Microsoft App Store. Yeah? And when you run it, it will display the context for your organization. Yeah? Obviously, you can switch between any and other environment that you have set up inside OrchestratorBot, just like you would do inside GDAdwords for that matter. And then you have all kinds of menu structures, and menu structures will be subdivided into sub-menus, and it will also have the applications available to it. Okay. For example, if I would execute this application, the purchase order entry demo application, I can log in into GDAdwords here. Obviously, there are multiple ways to do the authentication, and we will not go into that in this session, but you can also use single sign-on. You can use a proxy user, whatever makes sense to you. And if you see an application like this, and you see already the difference with what we have done inside GDAdwords, you see that each of these fields is validated, right? So here, my business units, I cannot type something like this because it doesn't exist. So I need to ensure that I find a branch blend that exists, and I can filter in any way that I want to filter on it. Okay. The same goes for my supplier. All of this data is real-time retrieved from GDAdwords. Okay. So this data is not stored somewhere. It's not duplicated inside OrchestratorBot. This is real-time coming from the environment that you are connected to. I can create a test remark, test PO. I can add some lines to my purchase order here as well. So let's order 5 pieces. Yeah, I can add more lines to it. I can make this UI and this layout the way that I want to make it look like. And then when I'm ready to submit this thing, what it will do now, it is executing the orchestration attached to it, okay? And this orchestration will return success like it does now. It has now created the purchase order number, or it will return an exception, okay? So I can now add some documents to it, for example, a PDF file, and also some text here. And now I will add this document and this text instantly to the purchase order that I just created. Yeah. So not only have I now created the purchase order in GDAdwords, as you see, there is also happening some things in the background. I have also generated a purchase order approval for that purchase order that I just created. So I have now received a notification in my message center, and it says that there is a new approval request pending for me. I can see the data for this thing, but I can click it. It should display all the approval data that I need. And I need to approve this with a different user. Yeah. I can see all the information here. And if I go to the view files, yeah, I see the data that I just uploaded to it, right? So your approver that needs to approve this purchase order will have instant access to the data that you created, right? Whether this data was created with OrchestratorBot or you created it directly in GDAdwords, that does not matter, right? Your approver has instant access to this data. We have also the ability to display all the purchase order lines that we have here. All of this data that you see here and there, this is completely flexible to set up in OrchestratorBot, right? So inside OrchestratorBot, there is no requirement whatsoever. Any application, any approval application that you create is completely flexible to set up. You decide what fields you want to display, you decide what functionality that you want to make available, whether you need approve and reject, whether you only need approve, and that's all flexible to set up. And then you can approve it like this. Yeah. If I have now approved this, and I go back to my message center, yeah, you see that it has cleared the notification center, okay? If I go to my activity list, You can see that also here the activity has been updated, so it has been successfully approved, right? And this way you have a completely seamless integration with GDetwords in an external third-party system. Yeah. Not only like this, so if I take my mobile application and I go here, I have also Outlook available on my mobile phone. So the same functionality that we just displayed is just available inside Outlook as well, right? So here inside Outlook, I can execute the same functionality. I can see the same features. I can access the same menus from here. And I also have the ability to see the same message center components here as well. Yeah. So everything that you see is available omni-channel, okay? Likewise, if I go into the mobile application and I check here, then also here the same functionality is available. So I have my ability to check all my apps from here. I can do the same purchase order entry from here, right? So it gives you a lot of functionality to work with and to use it in the way that suits best for you and that you can use the best way possible. Yeah?